An extraordinary story about a young man who visited Prague. What he found there were thousands of refugees.
He was mortified knowing that they would all go to concentration camps. So he decided, heroically, without any fanfare, to rescue as many as he could.
James, when did you first discover Nicholas Winton's story?
My second ever job in the industry was as a trainee researcher on That's Life, on the very program, the BBC show that eventually brought Nicky Winton's story to the world.
It was this old man who had saved my life and that of hundreds of others in the Second World War.
And your first thoughts upon seeing it that first time, what did you think?
The power of human emotion, and also just honestly the power of human spirit. This is, some people have talked about this as being a Holocaust movie. I like to think of it as being that and different in that it is uplifting. I hope that an audience will come out of the theatres feeling they've seen what one individual can do. They've seen the power of human survival.
And I should tell you that you are actually sitting next to Nicholas Winton.
Is there anyone in the audience who owes their life to Nicholas Winton?
I can only imagine. A burden and a blessing. What was it like?
Yes, it was that. And that clip, we talk about that studio moment, that is both a blessing and a tank trap, because everybody's seen it, they've been moved by it. So what are you going to do in the drama that is going to be at least as emotional? One of the things we did was recruit some of the children that Nicholas Winton actually saved to be the audience.
Wow.
So when the presenter says, anybody owes their life to Nicholas Winton, please stand, these guys really do. The extraordinary thing was quite often we were filming on the locations where real events took place. So on the station in Prague, from where 85 years previously, those kids had actually said goodbye to their parents, their families for the last time. So to be in the society, to be in the city where all that happened was very powerful.
You ever think about the children and what happened to them?
The casting, incredible. What was it like? How did you know that you wanted Sir Anthony Hopkins and the rest of the cast? How did that all play out?
The first thing with Sir Anthony Hopkins was that he was the condition set by Nicky Winton's daughter for giving up the rights of the film. So she handed over the book, handed over the rights, and said to the producers, get me Anthony Hopkins, which is, it's a big ask for your producers right out there. I'd worked with Johnny Flynn, I'd worked with Helena Bonham Carter before. I knew they'd bring the right generosity and attitude and warmth to the film. I knew Johnny would be both physically but emotionally a brilliant match to play the younger Nicky. And Helena has such an indomitable spirit. She was just perfect to play the ally, the door kicker.
How much do you feel we know about what happened? And how much do you think this is going to be an introduction to many people about this piece of history?
Do you know, I'm always surprised by how little people seem to know, and how this piece of history, which is so significant. So if we introduce people to that bit of history, and a crucial piece of our modern history, and we understand what that means for humanity and the lessons we should learn from it, then that's vital. I wouldn't want to think that this is just a history lesson. It's a powerfully emotional, entertaining piece of cinema.
Save one life, save the world.